Hi everyone, I'm your math help tutor, and today we are going to learn about digit values and digit places. To start, all numbers are composed of parts or members called digits. So here we have a number, for example, 4,576,891. Each of these parts of the number are called digits. So 4 is a digit, 5 is a digit, 7 is a digit, 6 is a digit, 8 is a digit, 9 is a digit, and 1 is a digit. So all these parts compose a number, and each of these parts are called digits. Now, in a number, the digits are arranged in a certain order based on its position. The digit's position is called its place. So for our number 4,576,891, the digits 1, 9, 8, 6, and so on are arranged in terms of their order, like ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, and so on. The place of the digit is important because it tells us the value of a particular digit. So again, for our number 4,576,891, the digit 9, this one, the digit 9, being located at the tens place, tells us its value, which is 9 tens. That's 9 instances of tens, which gives us 90. So that is the value of the digit 9 on the tens place. So another example is the number 1958. This number is composed of digits 1, 9, 5, and 8. So this number is composed of 4 digits. Again, the digits of a number are arranged in a certain way, and the position of a digit of a number tells us its place. Here you can see the different places of a number up to the millions place. They are the following. We have ones, we have tens, hundreds, thousands, 10,000s, 100,000s, millions, and so on. These are what we call places of a number's digits, and they are arranged in a specific order. Let's have an example so I can better show you what places are and how they are arranged. Remember, we mentioned that digits have a particular place, which is of a specific arrangement. That means we can't switch these digits around because it's going to affect the value of our number. So moving the different digits around the number actually changes the value of that number. So for example, if we switch 1, the digit 1 and the digit 4, and we create another number, the new number has the same digits, but now it has far bigger value. It now has a value of about 4 million instead of just having 1 million previously. So let's go ahead and connect the digits to the places by drawing lines from the digit to the place. So 4 is in the ones place, 9 is in the tens place, 8 is in the hundreds place, 2 is in the thousands place, 7 is in the 10,000s place, 6 is in the 100,000s place, and 1 is in the millions place. Now, knowing the place of a digit is important because that tells us the value of the digit. Looking at the number 1958, you can see that it is composed of 4 digits. And these digits are arranged in specific places. which then indicate to us the value of each of its digits. Now, each place has its own place value. And that's the reason why we can't just switch digits around within a number. And the reason is each digit is higher in value than the digit to its left side. So here we have the number 1958. Its digits are 1, 9, 5, and 8. And we can also see those digits here in this table, okay, in this column named digit. So we have digits 1, 9, 5, and 8. And each of these digits have a place. So the digit 8 is in the ones place. The digit 5 is in the tens place. The digit 9 is in the hundreds place. And the digit 1 is in the thousands place. Each of these places have their own place value. So the place value of the units place or ones place is 1. So this is the place value of the ones place. It's 1. For the tens place, the digit 5 is in the tens place, and the place value is 10. For the digit 9, which is in the hundreds place, its place value is 100. And for the digit 1, which is in the thousands place, the place value is 1000. To know the value of a particular digit in a number, we then combine what we know about the digit, the place, and the place value to get the value of that digit. So to know the value of the digit 9, for example, in the number 1958, we have to know that, okay, the digit 9 is in the hundreds place, which has a place value of 100. So the place value of the digit 9 is 100. And since we know that there are 9 instances of the hundreds place, then we know that the value of this digit is 900, which is this one, 900. Let's look at the other digits as well. So to know the value of the digit 8, we have to know what is the place and place value of that digit. Wherein we know that the digit 8 is in the ones place, which has a place value of 1. And since the place value of 1 has 8 instances, then we know that the value of the digit 8 is 8. For the digit 5, we know that the place of the digit 5 is tens, and the place value for tens is 10. And since we have 5 instances of the tens place, then we know that the value is 50. And for the digit 1, which we know is in the thousands place, which has a place value of 1000, so since there is just one instance of 1000 or 1000, then we know that the value of this digit is 1000. Let's now consider a larger number, which is in the millions. We can find the value of each digit in the number based on the digit's place. So if we'd like to know the value of the digit 4, which is in the ones place, okay, since we know the place value of the ones place, which is 1, and there are 4 instances of the ones place, then we know that the value of this digit is 4. For the digit 9, we know that the digit 9 is in the tens place, right? So this is in the ones place, this is in the tens place. And we know that the place value of the tens place is 10. And since we know that there are 9 instances of the place value 10, so we know that the value of the digit 9 is 90. Okay, looking at the digit 8, so since we know that the digit 8 is in the hundreds place, and we know that the place value of the hundreds place is 100, and we also know that there are 8 instances of um, the hundreds place, so we know that the value of the digit 8 in this number is 800. What about the digit 2? The digit 2 is in the thousands place, which has a place value of 1000. Since there are two instances of the place value 1000, so we know that the value of the digit 2 is 2000. For the digit 7, we know that this is in the 10,000s place, which has a place value of 10,000. And since we know that there are 7 instances of the place value 10,000, we know that the value of the digit 7 is 70,000. For the digit 6, okay, the digit 6 is in the 100,000s place. And since we know the place value of the 100,000s place is 100,000, and that there are 6 instances of this place value, then we know that the value of the digit 6 in this number is 600,000. And lastly, we can do the same for the digit 1, which is in the millions place. And this digit has a place value of 1 million. And since there's just one instance of this place value, then we could say that it has a value of 1 million. Notice also that we put a comma symbol after 3 digits, beginning from the units or ones place. This to organize the number so it's easier to read. In some countries in Europe, they put periods in place of commas. So in some countries, they would write this number this way. But in many other countries, we would organize our digits in our numbers this way by writing commas for every 3 digits starting from the ones place. Now it's time for interesting fact time. In case you haven't noticed, digits to the left of another digit in a number is 10 times of its own place value. Similarly, digits to the right of another digit has a place value 10 times less its own. Looking at the number 1,672,894, you will notice that each digit to the left of another digit is 10 times larger than its place value. In the same way, digits to the right of another digit is 10 times less its place value. So let's look at some digits, for example. Okay. So for the digit 4, which is in the ones place, in the units place, okay, the digit 4 is in the units place or the ones place. It has a place value of 1. Now, digits to the left side of another digit has a place value that is 10 times more of that place value. So the digit 9, which is in the tens place, has a place value of 10, which is 10 times the place value of the ones place. So it's the same thing for the digit 8, which is to the left side of the digit 9, which is in the tens place. So the digit 8 is in the hundreds place, and this digit to the left of the digit 9 has a place value 10 times more than the digit 9, which is in the tens place. Now looking at the digit 2, which is in the thousands place, has a place value which is 10 times more than the place value of 8, which is 100. And we can go on okay, up to the end of this number. So again, each digit to the left of another digit has a place value that is 10 times more of that digit. Now let's review what we have learned. You can pause the video if you need more time to answer the question. Let's begin. Numbers are composed of individual parts called blank. The answer is digits. Numbers are composed of individual parts called digits. A digit's position within a number is called blank. And the answer is place. A digit's position within a number is called place. The place of a digit tells us the blank of the digit. The answer is place value. The place of a digit tells us the place value of the digit. The blank of a digit is the result of combining what we know about the digit and the place value. The answer is value. The value of a digit is the result of combining what we know about the digit and the place value. For the number below, what digit is in the 10,000s place? The answer is 2. Since this is the ones place, this is the tens place, this is the hundreds place, this is the 1000s place, and this is the 10,000s place, which is 2. Digits to the left of another digit is how many times larger than its place value? The answer is 10. 10 times larger. Digits to the left of another digit is 10 times larger than that digit's place value. And that's it for now. Next up, we will talk about the different ways of writing numbers. See you then. Visit mathhelptutor.com to improve your math skills and your math test scores today. You can do this through your unlimited access to all our math lessons, practice quizzes, and workbooks. You can also schedule a one-on-one tutorial session with us today. Check out the links below this video to see how you can support us if you found this video helpful. Of course, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video and this channel to your friends and family who might need this. See you soon!